Elizabeth-Potsakalnikoff, and welcome to another edition of Louvring Your Life, how to live the life that you love and love the life that you live and live that life as if you're living in the Louvre Museum in France. Today's episode is going to be all about the great outdoors and gardening, and I want to show you my garden. Follow me. So I have a nice garden going here. Some of the things that I've planted are some soybeans, which are now called edamame. And after that, we've got some French green beans. French, very nice. The French eat a lot of green beans. And then we have some good old-fashioned American okra. Back here in the back, we have some peppers, tomatoes, and then way back there we have some grapes. I don't know when they'll be ready, but they're quite nice. We have an apple tree and some parsnips and some kale. We planted the kale before I knew about radishes. So soon the kale will be gone, and we're gonna replant with radishes. The kale is pretty good sauteed. Raw is a little chewy and bitter these days. So I'm going to talk about now why go to the garden? Go to the garden, go to the garden. I go to the garden for obviously nutrition. I go to the garden for the beauty of being in the great outdoors. And here's a little something you may not know about me. Sometimes I don't like to speak so much. And so sometimes I go to the garden for silence. That's important. It's important to have a space, a garden of one's own, where you can be silent. And other things are just being at one with nature and gosh, I don't know. It's great, and I recommend going in the early morning hours when it doesn't get quite so hot. So my challenge for you today, gentle viewer, is to go out into your community and ask your community, hey community, do we have a neighborhood garden? Or do you neighbor have a garden? Maybe you've noticed, maybe you've kind of looked over their fence and said oh, these people don't have a garden. Make it your mission. I challenge you to sneak over at night and plant a garden in their backyard. Think of how surprised they'll be when all the zucchini and squash starts filling their yards. They can then take the zucchini, or you can take their zucchini and offer it to other neighbors. And so it's the idea, it's the peace in the Louvre that keeps on giving. And that's what makes it incredibly special to me. And I hope it will to you. So thank you for joining me. This has been another episode of Louvring Your Life. I am Elizabeth-Potsakalnikoff, and I'll see you next time. God, Jesus.